All righty. Hello, everyone. My name is Dawn Evans Casey, and I want to welcome you to our Tuesday night Zoom call, the Collaborating Connections Professional Networking Group. Um, I want to take a moment and share something with each of you. I came across this earlier today on the internet. It says, dreams without goals are just dreams, and ultimately they fuel disappointment. On the road to achieving your goals, you must apply commitment and, more importantly, consistency, because without commitment, you'll never start, and without consistency, you'll never finish. So I want to thank all of you for showing up tonight and taking time to engage and fuel your desire to learn and grow and share. Um, we are a professional networking group that's been around for more than 5 years. We're part of the TTR networking family, and TTR stands for To the Rescue Networking. We actively, TTR has been around for more than 11 years, with several in-person and on Zoom groups meeting weekly at various times and on different days. So we are the only evening Zoom networking group within the TTR networking realm. And overall, this group believes and supports extraordinary business relationship building, education, success strategies, community, understanding, and execution. Those are our values and the basic tenets. I think in 2023, this is going to be a year of action and growth, clarity and conviction, synergy and success. So, again, I'm so happy that you all have decided to be here tonight to share with us. You may or may not know, but January is National Mentoring Month. Um, we don't just mentor and share in the month of January. Of course, we do this every week, every month, year round. So pat yourselves on the back. We generally start off by acknowledging some wins or any wonderful occurrences that may have happened in the past week or are coming up relatively soon. So I will open the floor, and if anybody's got anything that they would like to share, any wins or wonderful stuff, please do so. Anybody?
It's not like I wanna always, but I'm going to. I'm gonna I get a lot of good things lately, okay? So I got actually okay, this is Jennifer, and our connection may not be great. Sorry guys. But glad to be here. We're at my granddaughter or at my daughter's, and we just finished dinner. I came in here and everything was a little bit crazy. So I hope you hear me right.
Mm-hmm.
The connections today. But I just got an email on some music jobs that I was hoping we had done. I do music and I share that quite often, but um, we did a music job. We did two music jobs, I guess, this fall that are now turning into about three or four other ones.
Awesome.
So I'm very excited. And yeah, thank you, Don. Up until probably about 5 o'clock when I got the email, there were a couple other things that were going really well and they're still really good. But that is that's cool because I am not afraid to ask people or to go back, and I do follow up with people.
Mm-hmm.
And because I mean, it used to be I didn't like to follow up much, but I do follow up because I'm always afraid, somebody's gonna say, "Oh, you suck, you did a terrible job." But I don't think about that too much anymore. Now it's more, I truly want to know, and I would say I would have done that in the next few days. Okay, so but this lady actually reached out and she wants to book us for some other things. So I'm excited, and that's always new and good to me, because I will just say, it's worth it to just you are all, everybody has got their things they do, and just don't be afraid to put it out there. You will find your people. You will find your tribe. You will find the people that appreciate what you're doing. And if they're not, they won't. I mean, they won't be, you'll find your tribe. They may not all be the ones you think they are, but thank you.
I agree with that. Congratulations. I know how much you love and enjoy music. So to get more opportunities to share that with others, I can easily see how that's a win for you. Great job.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, and we also have a contact that has been a contact of mine for a long time. I saw him pop up on the thing when I jumped in. So I'm glad that Will could join us. I don't know if he said much, but Will's a good dude. So glad you're here, Will.
Thank you. I like that phrase, good dude. I like that.
You're a good dude.
I like that.
Hey, that's a word I would have always used for you. You're a good dude.
Thank you.
My grandson is a little dude. You're a good dude.
Thank
Nancy,
you.
do you know Will? Oop, you're muted,
Can't hear
Nancy.
you,
You're
Nancy.
muted.
We've crossed paths. You look very familiar. Your name looks very familiar.
Yeah, I used to be in Gold Star a long time ago.
I was never in Gold
And
Star.
also the Chamber of Commerce, and also Mike Clum's Zoom call. Mike Clum, he's like a score guy. He's a
Yep.
score guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You know, it's funny, Will, and I'll just leave it at this, but I think Nancy, I hope I can say this without you taking offense. We're all good older time.
Well, yeah, you could
We've been doing this a while. So
you could
it's
just
very
count
likely,
the,
Nancy, we've all crossed paths at
just
some
count the
point.
gray
I've
hairs,
known
you
Will
know.
for a long time. Yeah, Dawn, do you know Will? Did you know Will before
I
tonight?
know his name and his face. So we have surely met up
Yeah,
at some point previously.
I also did the with Ryan Henry, his Zoom call groups. Ryan Henry.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
that could be it.
Cool.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. He's
yeah.
cool.
Well, anyway, so glad you're on here, Will. Thanks for taking the time out if you're able to. Yeah, this is a good
Thank you.
group of people. So I'm
Yes,
glad
I
you're
see.
here.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
CB, you're welcome. CB, it's good to see you. Thank you for being here. I'm sorry, Catherine can't join us right now, but I understand. So lots
Yeah,
of
it was a
things
flip of
going
the
on.
coin. So
Okay.
my win, I actually, Jennifer talking about getting emails 5 o'clock. My email at where is it? 2:59 actually. I am now incorporated with an LLC.
Wow.
Oh.
Right.
It is moving everything that I have been working on forward and getting stuff up and going. And I think we're gonna try and look at, there's someone in the Tuesday noon group that Catherine goes to who does accounting, who does some finance stuff. I think we're gonna talk to her to see what benefits sit behind the LLC for me. So.
Well, and so CB, I don't know. I'm assuming you're here to share some more, but you're going to share about that LLC, right?
Oh, I'm here for everything all the time.
All right. Well, I didn't know if you were presenting or you're here to. Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad to see everybody. I get really, really excited when I know that people don't know each other and they should know each other. And then when they're on a call together. Okay, I'll mute myself, ladies. I promise I'm muting myself. They always say she says she's gonna do that. She never does. I do. I'm gonna mute myself. Glad you guys are here. I do not have to leave early, so I am on the call. Just
Yay.
let me know what Yay.
All
All right.
righty.
I'm-
Well, I see that Robert Haley just joined us. I don't know if he's connected with audio just yet. So, Robert, if you can hear us and can share, we were just talking about wins and good stuff that's happened to us in the past week. If you have anything that you want to share along those lines.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I still have some audio issue, but I'm trying to fix them on my side. But
Okay.
yeah, definitely the win this week. I mean, I just had two closing this week. Just one this morning, well, this evening, rather to say. And so that's moving right along, and everything's. And I have a presentation with I forgot the name of the group. It's tip of my tongue. I have to give you that. With, send you that over, Don.
Okay.
It's me doing some home buying seminars going on there itself. But it's a good week.
Super awesome. All righty. And Stacy Schamberger Smith has joined us. We've missed you, Stacy. It is so nice to see your smiling face. We were just talking about any wins or wonderful things that have happened within the past week. Do you have anything to share?
I have a big Zoom schedule for this coming Sunday. But hopefully a lot of people would jump on, trying to still work in the process of trying to build my team bigger and stronger and more powerful than ever. So I'm working on that. You know, you guys, because I take care of my mom, I had to really be able to participate. I hate that, you know, and I'm not sure how long I'm going to be able to be on now as well. But I decided to try to jump on and just give it a try.
All righty. Well, it is wonderful to see you, Stacy. Thanks for being with us tonight. I was mentioning to Nancy just before, when it was just the two of us on the call, that you know, that we were looking forward to visitors tonight, and got a couple of visitors that have committed to engaging with us next week. My godson reached out to me. He's doing sales for a commercial cleaning products business that's family owned, and he was like, my mom said maybe I should call you, and you know, that you might have some leads, some business leads or something like that. And I was like, of course, it's just wonderful to hear my godson's voice and to talk to him. But I was like, well, let me tell you about Collaborating Connections. So Philip will be with us next week, and I'm excited about that. 2023 is going to hold a lot of good things for us as a networking group, as the total TTR organization. I'm claiming it for all of us, each one of us and more. So that's the win. That's, from my perspective, that's the win. Next, I would like to ask Jennifer Johnson to give us an update on any presentations or related events within the TTR networking organization that she can share.
Yes, I actually, thank you, Dawn. It is really nice to see everybody. And Stacy, your hair looks nice like that. Hey, don't take it like I'm saying it didn't look nice before. It looks nice with the red. Isn't that amazing when somebody says, boy, you really look good today? And you're like, what, do I look like crap the rest of the time? No, you look great. You look great. We're speaking of events on Thursday. If you have a window of time, maybe you take a lunch at 1 o'clock. We have Robert with Offset House Printing is going to present the month of January. I can't speak. Month of January is joining, which in a bit, you know, you might think, what the heck are you guys talking about? But there's something about the beginning of a year, the beginning of, you know, just the January. People are always like trying to find, you know, whether they're going to a workout program or they're, you know, whatever it is. But with networking, you're looking at what's out here, what, you know, what business building things can I do? And So we set up the theme of joining, I'd say 7, 8 years ago, probably before Collaborating Connections was even a group. But we are now 12 years in. I mean, we are now in our 12th year. And it just always comes back to, I really want people with Offset House Printing and Robert. Robert is 33, I think, but the company that he represents is 58 years old. His grandparents started the business in their basement. Robert's been a member of TTR for probably 6 or 7 years. And he said he started out as a W-9 employee for Offset House Printing. And I think did I already say that? I'm sorry, my brain's losing. His grandparents started it in their basement or their garage or something. And now he's like the third or so, fourth generation of the family. And I said, what is your key to success? Because there's a lot of printers that are no longer in business, or they're not doing the kind of stuff that they do. And so I'm going to be kind of the interviewer, but it's really going to be about, I want Robert to really share, about how they built and what he's learned as being part of this family business and what joining means to them. Because you guys know Robert, right? Has anybody, I know we had him on here one night, and I think Robert and Nancy and Dawn, I'm not sure who else, I don't know, Stacy, if you met him or not, but they do printing all over the world, really. And they don't really they're not all about printing. I mean, that is basically what it is. And people join things purely out of selfish reasons, and there's nothing wrong. You want to benefit from it. But I think when you really get into the business building networking world, a lot of our groups, this group is right at the top of that you're not here purely for referrals, you know what I mean? I was joking with with Linda Lewis the other day, who's been helping me. She's in one of our other groups. And I said, in so many groups, it's referrals. I'm not saying you don't want referrals, but relationships have to come first. They really do. And when you're talking about, you guys all know this, we all know it, but it's so hard to do. It's really hard to stick in there, stick with it long enough to get those things. But if you come in ready to serve and really, build a database of really, trusted referral partners, it will come back to you many times over. You guys know that. But anyway, so that's what the thing is. It's on Thursday. It's at 1:00. Basically a late lunchtime. Will be done by 2:00. But it's called, and Nicole Williams came up with the name. She said, Beyond the Paper. It's beyond the paper. There's more to Offset House Printing than the paper that they print on, because they do so much more. And I would encourage you to to join us on Thursday. We will record it and we'll play it. And I would encourage you to reach out. Robert is also with Offset House Printing. He's also our first global partner, which basically is an opportunity if a company wants to be a member basically of the whole organization. We have a few spots that we've basically made available. He was the only printer for a number of years. And I said, you know what? I would love to give you some, special PR. Would you do this? The price is a little bit higher than joining one group. I mean, it's like you're joining about 4 or 5 of our groups, but he has been on a lot of our calls. He's giving us some really good things. And if you've never sat down with a printer and you need printing, I would recommend, now you can do a 1-to-1 with them on Zoom, But you can also, if you're in Indianapolis, Stacy, I'm sorry, you're not in Indianapolis, but he would do Zoom with you. And I know he would do printing for you if you needed printing. So anyway, I just encourage you to come and join us, learn some of the secrets of how this business, 58-year-old printing business that's still in the family is going and doing the things they're doing. Because I've been in, it's so funny, he's the same age as my son. And I've told Dawn this, and Nancy's probably heard it too, but every time he talks, my son lives in Colorado and I don't talk to him every day. And when I hear Robert talk, he says words like, well, essentially, and I said, don't say that. My son says that all the time. It sounds just like my son. It sounds kind of creepy when I say it that way. But anyway, I just want you to know he's a really good, he's not as young as he was when he joined us. He is really wise for his age. And his family's doing an unbelievable thing. So even if you can't join us on Thursday, check out Offset House Printing. And they are on our website. They are on the homepage, and down there, we actually have a global sponsor area. So we'll talk a little bit about that. Anyway, Dawn, that's the big picture. We got that coming up.
So
I
we
know
have to register
more-
for that via Eventbrite. And
Right.
it is a Zoom presentation, correct?
It is a Zoom presentation. And I know we've got a few people that have signed up who have asked me, what happens with Eventbrite if you haven't done it or you've not for a while or whatever? When you sign up for that, when I have a Zoom, I put a Zoom, an address in there for Zoom. Then about an hour before, I think they send out the Zoom link. And so I want people to know, if you register, you will get that Zoom link eventually, but I usually go and send it out to everybody that's on the list as well. So you'll get it both ways. And if somebody wants to be on and they, for some reason, didn't get registered on Eventbrite, that's okay too. I really kind of want people to do that because we want to make sure they get added to our email list and all of that stuff that's happening. So I'll quit talking, but yes, it is a Zoom event.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can
Is
join
that
us.
the only thing scheduled for January with TT?
Well, we actually have, and we have things that are kind of being talked about right now, got the works. We are the 27th of January. For those people who are local, Stacy, you could even come if you wanted. It might just take you a day or so to get here first, but we're going to have live. We have our Westfield networking. They have open networking at the Haverstick, which is, oh gosh, it's Indianapolis address. It's not Westfield. Do you know where the Haverstick is, Dawn? You know what I'm talking about? The Haverstick is on the back side of a pretty church, down off of Haverstick. It's anyway, but it's a coffee shop. So you go in, that's at 8:30. It goes about 8:30 to 9:30. And they wanted to just once a month have a live thing because the Westfield group does meet on Zoom as well. So that's on the 27th of January. You could find both of those on our news and events on our website if
Okay.
you want to go find. Okay.
And the website is?
TTRnetworking.com is going to take you to the right place. You just have to kind of look around. And then if you go on Eventbrite and you want to find our TTR networking events, if you want to get, what is that? A notification when our events are put out there. You can actually, hit the button or something and it subscribes you and then you get notifications. There are some months we have way too much going on. January right now, we've got the 2 events and of course we got the weekly meetings. So the big thing here though is I just don't want everybody and their brother to be able to find us as far as how to get on here. We have had a couple hacked calls, haven't we, Dawn?
Yes.
When I was talking to Will earlier, I told Will, we want people to have to go to a little bit of trouble to get to us, basically. We don't want because I don't know if they did anything really embarrassing on that call, Dawn, but I think you
Yeah.
and Nicole, okay, it was embarrassing. Okay, then we won't, you guys understand. We have to kind of be careful. And I knew Will
We
was
were
okay.
young college students just pranking and yeah, but
Yeah.
it was yeah, kind of
So-
inappropriate, but
Yeah, so, and I mean, if you're part of this group and you think there's somebody out there that should attend this, it's fine for you to share that because we trust you. We trust you, people. So don't, just.
and
kinda
if you
keep that
don't
in
mind to give the leadership an update, if you know that your invitee is indeed interested in being a part, we'd love to have some, heads up about it, who they are, what type of industry they work for, which date they will be joining us is helpful so that we can give them a proper welcome. That it would be much appreciated. If there's no other events on your end, Jennifer, I'm just going to share. I have been working and will be presenting to Jennifer when we have our executive board meeting this month. TTR Cares, which is our community service and nonprofit offshoot of TTR Networking, is going to be, it's going to be re-energized for 2023. So we are going to be doing presentations once a quarter. We are going to be doing some type of an event once a quarter, which may be volunteering, participating, fundraising, etc. And then we're also going to be doing some more online fundraising for particular community groups and nonprofits. So if you aren't already a member of the TTR Cares Facebook page, if you do engage in social networking on Facebook, we would love to see you kind of keep an eye on what's going on through stay updated through TTR Cares. And of course, I'll announce it on a weekly basis here on Collaborating Connections. So I'm pretty excited about that. Let's see, I'm going to remind everybody, if you haven't already, please add your name and your business contact information into the meeting chat. And when we post this recording on YouTube on a weekly basis, I usually put the details of connection into that so people not only know who you are, but what company you're with and how they can get a hold of you. And that just allows us to have a broader reach and expand branding and familiarity with each of our businesses. So I'd appreciate it if you add your information to the meeting chat. And now we will go into our roundtable introductions. And I want to invite Stacy before she has to possibly roll off of the call. I want to invite Stacy. Are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
Yes, I am. Good evening. Thank you, Dawn. Good evening, everyone. I am Stacy Schamberger Smith. I am a health and wellness advisor with Tava Lifestyle, which is a global network marketing company, health and wellness company. I'm a licensed retired pharmacist, and I partner with Tava. It will be 2 years next month, my 2-year anniversary. So Tava has been amazing. I mean, it's an amazing company. It's been an amazing opportunity for me to be partnered with them. They offer right now 6 amazing all natural plant-based products that's helping so many people. And I love sharing information about these amazing all natural plant-based products. Of course, we can make no medical claims for cures or treatments about the products, but based on people trying these products for themselves, they have had some awesome results with them. The products are not on trial. Once people try these products, they love our products. We have 6 products, like I said. I'm not gonna go and explain all the details about all the products, but if anyone is interested in wanting more information about these products, please reach out to me and I'll be more than happy to share with you more details about the products. But this is our Liquid Gold Valet 30 Vitamin Liquid Energy for 30 days. It's a liquid vitamin extract. This is our Bacia Detox Tea. It comes 30 sachets per bag, and you just mix it in a bottle of water, you shake it up and you drink it. It's gonna cleanse all the toxins out of your body, make you feel your very best self. We also have a Flare energy capsule. The Flare will definitely get you there. It's clean, natural, all day energy. No crash, no jitter. It has probiotics in it to ensure that you have good, healthy gut. We also have our Caprice CBD infused coffee. It's CBD infused, no THC, so you're not gonna get high off of it. It's no caffeine or anything. It has a lot of calming properties. You have a problem sleeping at night. It works with 5 different pain pathways, any kind of pain in your body. This CBD coffee is what you need in your life. Our 2 new products. The first one is called 20 Fine. It's marine liquid collagen. And this right here is gonna get you 20 fine again. You wanna look like you're in your 20s again, get that skin tight and right, help with stretch marks, dark circles around the eyes. It helps improve the brain function. You know, we all can probably use some of that. It also helps preserve your joints, this marine liquid collagen. You know, collagen comes in like powder form, other kind of form, but the marine liquid form is much better because it's more closely related to the human collagen that's inside our body already. And the last product we have is called Sexy. It's a mood stimulating product, Sexy. It's basically pure CBD oil, and all you do with this is you just squeeze 2 to 3 drops in any beverage of your choice. And this right here, if you had a stressful day, is gonna relax you. Any kind of pain. I mean, this is even more powerful than the CBD in our Caprice coffee. The pain will be gone in less than 10 minutes. And I've tried this for myself. I had a fall, and I'm telling you, the pain was gone in less than 10 minutes. But all of our products like that are amazing. They are quality products with proven results. And like I said, if anyone is interested in more information about these products, please do reach out to me. My information is in the chat. And if anyone's interested, possibly earning some extra money, some income or whatever, you have to be 18 years of age or older. Please do reach out to me because I'm looking for new team members. Like I said, I am working on building my team even more than what it is now. Please do reach out to me. I'm with Stacey Schamberger, Executive Director with Tava Lifestyle.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing all that with us, Stacey. I want to open the floor. Are there any questions for Stacey tonight about the Tava Lifestyle products? No? All right. Well, I want to say thank you because I recently got my updated supply of the Valley 30 liquid vitamin, which I absolutely love. Thank you so much. Jennifer?
Sorry, I couldn't get my Zoom off. Somebody on that end tried to make me stay on Zoom, not Zoom, my mute. I know you guys are conspiring. No, I'm just kidding. Stacey, if somebody wants to, you guys are social media fluent much better than I am. I know I see your videos and some different things here and there. Do you just have to be a friend of yours on Facebook, or do you have a group or something on Facebook? Don't you have something? Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, no, I don't have a group or anything. I mean, Tava Lifestyle itself has a group, like Tava Lifestyle HQ. That's from the corporate, but I don't have a personal group or anything at the moment. But I guess you would have to be friends with me, but anyone can look up me on social media because my name is under Facebook and Instagram, Stacey Schamberger Smith. And if you request to follow me or be my friend, you know, I always accept people. So
right,
you can find me that way.
Because I was thinking that I see a lot of what you're doing, and it's nice, but I'm sorry, that's where my technical social media ability kind of falls in the toilet is at that moment when I realize I don't know exactly why I see it all. I couldn't remember if you actually had a group or if it was just, but you're out there all the time sharing, which is exactly what we are all, you know, trying to help each other with. So I think it's a good thing, even if you're not sure about, you know, it's a good way to get to know what Stacey's doing, what any of us are doing, right? So, but Stacey's really good about putting stuff out there. I just couldn't remember if there was an actual group. So
no, a lot of times when I do post different things or go live, I will share it to the collaborating connection group. So that's might be why you're able to see it.
Yeah, well, I know we're friends too, but yes, but Dawn does have a Collaborating Connections Facebook page that you always post all of the meetings, the recordings, and anything else that is. So definitely, guys, if you have not seen that, go out and find that page. And I know, Dawn, you gave me some statistics of numbers of people who are seeing that page,
Yes.
right?
Yes, and I'm constantly connecting our networking Facebook page to other networking group Facebook pages so that we can cross market, cross post information. So that's how we help expand our circle of influence with collaborative connections. So
Okay.
it's something that everybody, if you've got an opportunity to, post stuff out there or reach out to me and I'll post it for you and we'll stay connected that way.
And also, Don, like I said, what you're saying about it, the cross posting or whatever, 2 people did reach out to me and comment on my post. And so I reached out to them and offered them a free sample of my product. So I'm just waiting to hear back from them. So it
Wonderful.
definitely does work when you share the information with other groups and things like that.
Good, good.
Good to
I like
hear.
that feedback. Thank you. All right. Next, if there are no other questions, I would like to invite CB. Are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
There's the unmute button. Oh, sure. Why not? It's been a while since I've been here with you, Dawn. I think last year was the last time I graced your group. I thank you for allowing me to come in again. I don't even know where to start. I really don't. So much is going on right now. I can't even begin to go. Let's see. I'm opening this year, which I guess is now. Still 2022. It's only 10 days. It's only 10 days. I have the Ascension Imaging Studio, which I'm a FAA licensed drone pilot. So I have that. I don't look overly old, but I have over 50 years of photography experience. Hard to imagine, but of course I was 5 with my dad photographing high school football games for the local newspaper that my parents owned way back in the 70s. So I have been doing all sorts of different photography. This adds to that. So portrait photography, product photography, headshots, all sorts of different things that I'll be doing, looking at real estate, looking at a whole bunch of different things that individuals or businesses need to get done for their portfolios. So with kicking that off, like I mentioned earlier, got my LLC, which is so exciting because there's so much that I can do. And so it's right now I'm taking in as much information as I can from so many things. When I get off here, it's back to research. So it's just a little crazy right now sometimes. But I put my information in the chat, my phone number, my email address, cb@ascensionimagingstudio.com. You can also go there and see some of the pictures that I have there. You can also find me on LinkedIn under CB Bjork, and you'll see some of my most recent stuff. So I'm just going out there kind of shooting and posting and trying to keep my stuff out there. So if you have any imaging or photography needs, reach out, let me know. Happy to help. I can set it up so I can come to you. We can set it up so you can come to me. So it's a lot of different things that I can do. So I can do everything from buildings down to something as small as like pill bottles. So I'm pretty much set up for anything. So thank you for having me here again.
Awesome. If I can ask you really quick, CB, you mentioned you're doing portraits and product imaging and headshots and real estate. So you're really wide open with the photography and what types of connections, referrals you're looking for? All of the above, anybody with photography needs, or is there something a little bit more specific for your targeted?
Anybody who has the need, and I am I'm also good with holiday photos. Um,
Ah, that's nobody we know.
But no, literally, if anyone is needing any imaging work done, reach out. I'm happy to help. And if I can't do it, I'll let you know.
Okay, gotcha. Any other questions for CB?
So what does the word ascension actually, how is that defined? CB, I'm sorry, I don't mean to throw a curveball at you.
Ascension, it's rising.
Okay,
The drone is rising. I am rising. It is.
I love it.
is
Okay,
everything upward.
all right. Energy, right?
Energy, everything moving upward. So
Okay, you just have to spend some time talking to him and Catherine and you'll understand why I was just talking about energy, but
oh, there's
that's-
I've moved into and at some point, Jennifer, I'm happy to talk to other groups if you want, but I'm working on what I call the 5 fingers in terms of a business. And one of them is going to be the drone photography, another one is going to be the portrait side. And then I've got a few others that I'm working on for the other fingers, because if something isn't producing on one side, I'm going to have a larger group with which I can work in and do a whole bunch of things. So
cool. Good.
Awesome.
We'll talk soon.
yeah, you know how to find me.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, CB. Let's see if there are no other questions. I am now going to invite, let's see, Nancy, you were here pretty early. Nancy Vesley, are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
Yes, I am. I'm Nancy Vesley, IHC Specialty Benefits, a health insurance agent in Indiana only. I help people with health insurance, supplemental insurance, dental, vision insurance, life insurance plays in there, dog and cat insurance I can help you with. Small businesses, if you have a small business and one W-2 employee, you can create your own business plan and have your own insurance plan. So it could just be you, your W-2 employee. If they take it, or even if they say no, thank you, you can still have your small business plan. Nancy Vesley at IHC.
Awesome. Thank you, Nancy. Do we have any questions for Nancy Vesley and IHC Insurance?
I would just throw out there really quickly that one of the things about these groups, and Nancy is, I'm giving an example. The other day I called Nancy, it was almost 6 o'clock at night. I don't know what night it was. Nancy, I apologize. I think it was Friday. Was it Friday? Holy crap, I just realized that. I'm sorry. I'm just realizing that. But I had texted her earlier because I had a life insurance question. No, a medical insurance. Well, it started out as a life insurance. Then it turned out that there was a gentleman who was doing some installing of blinds in our house. And he heard me talking about how I was going to talk to Nancy about something with insurance. And he goes, do you know anybody who can help me with this medical thing? And I said, well, it might just be Nancy. So anyway, I don't know. Nancy was very generous, gave me time to talk about my question, but also this gentleman, I don't know if I hope he called you, but the end of that is, I don't know if Nancy will get any benefit out of it other than to be able to sleep at night, knowing that she helped somebody who had a very unfortunate situation, right? That happened. He had a medical emergency that I don't even remember exactly what it was, but in the middle of it, they did this major surgery, right?
Oh,
And he didn't have insurance that was going to pay for it, is basically how it worked out, I think. So now he's dealing with something like, catastrophic amount of money that he owes, and he has no, I don't know what but anyway, I knew that if I sent him to Nancy, Nancy would be able to at least, kind of sort it out and hopefully point him in the right direction. Hopefully I don't want anybody to ever think that you know, we don't want people to think we're abusing your services, Nancy's or anybody's, you know. But that is one of the things we're here to do, is to know that if I needed something on something, I could call Robert or Nancy or Stacy or, you know, Dawn, obviously, you know, that's part of what we're doing. So thank you, Nancy, for doing that. I guess I always come back to the fact that, you know, he may have not been a good candidate for Nancy's future policy holders. He might be someday, I don't know, but he knows people. And if she spends a few minutes talking to him, who knows? Who knows, you know?
And I'll mention that it was a good week to call because the marketplace is only open till the 15th. So he's
Oh.
gonna pick up a marketplace full coverage policy.
Oh, good. Really?
Yep.
Good.
So I can't, well, Friday, I can help you till Sunday, and then after that.
I didn't
you're
even
all
know
closed.
that, but think about that. Now, okay, so real quick, Nancy, that means even with this other thing hanging over him, he's okay to go and start a new policy? It
Yes.
won't pay on that old claim.
Right, he still has that issue to deal with, but we'll work with that when he gets his bill. But for now, I mean, he can go to the doctor and get his prescriptions filled and all that stuff. I mean, that's all there for him now.
Good.
Oh, well, good. Okay, that makes me feel better.
Mhm.
And I don't know if Nancy makes any commission on that at all, but she knows, and I know that I sent him in the right direction. I would have felt really bad if I had said, well, don't know anybody, when I really did know somebody, obviously, and I did. So cool, Nancy, glad that hopefully will work out. And it makes me feel better for him, obviously, too. So
Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. Good to hear that.
Nancy, I've got a question for you. You had posted on Facebook about life insurance the other day, and
Mhm.
I asked you if a physical was always required for a new life insurance policy. And your response indicated it depended upon the amount of life insurance one was seeking. Is there a general cutoff or baseline for this much? No.
I'm thinking the basic numbers, the final expense numbers, they're usually about 10,000 or under. You
Mhm.
can get those without a physical.
Okay.
So I mean, those type of plans are available, but like if you were looking for something higher, some type of physical, or even maybe some of them just have some questions you have to answer, you know,
Mhm.
and it goes through based on those, as long as you answered the correct way.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
You know you are my go-to insurance subject matter expert. So I'm happy to refer you to others, knowing that I know you go through your training every year. You're getting the current information, and just an awesome resource for folks on that. So thanks again, Nancy. Okay. Hey, Will Armstead, are you ready to introduce yourself and your business? Uh-oh. There you
Yes, 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 excuse me. My name is Will Armstead from awcweb.net. I'm a web design programmer. I build websites, update websites. It's basically, excuse me, especially in part of IT. I can do a website for your e-commerce. I can help you with that. I have I'm creating a digital marketplace for people to sell what they sell online. It could be physical stuff. It could be stuff that you download, intellectual property, anything like that. I can do a website for an event you have, charity organization. I'm specialized in unique products. I can I find someone has a unique product they're selling or marketing. My tagline is, "There's a will, there's a way, and here's a will for the web." Thank you very much.
All right.
Okay, sorry, but Will doesn't talk enough about himself. You've been doing this for a number of years, Will. It's not that simple. You
Yes,
do more.
yes.
You do all
I can't say it all in 30 seconds. I just gave you a quick rundown. Basically, I can build a website, update your website. You have the tech support. I mean, like I said, I specialize in people, unique products. Like you see those commercials on TV, those infomercials, we buy one, call now, you get a second one for another $19.99. Yeah, stuff like that, unique stuff. If you have someone, I've had clients of mine who are retired doctors who do speeches and sell books. Some of my clients have been like that. I can anyone who has I've got a couple disabled people who I help with the just basic technical items, their accounts, checking, logging into the accounts for email and everything, making sure I get the documents together, scan, print, basic stuff like that. I do that to help people out too. So basically, I try not to use the word IT because I don't do everything that IT people do. I just do some of it. It's basically the websites, basically the tech support, building websites, updating websites. That's basically what I do. And yeah, so I've been doing this for a while, and it's fun work, and it could be a lot of still fun work.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
So I have a question for you, Will. If I have someone that has a website out there and they're thinking about adding the e-commerce, that's something you could help them with?
Yes. Now, sometimes the current web design that they already have has a contract, and first we have to make sure I can't violate that contract. If that's okay, then I can go ahead and you can hire me to do more, and I can add more. I can either add to the website you already have, or create another website, or I'll create my own. I'm in the process of creating my own digital marketplace on my website where you can sell right off my website. You can create a separate listing of what you're selling on my website once I get that all set up. So yes, I can help out in many different ways. I can help out depending on the situation. If they have a previous web design with a contract, you gotta make sure I'm not violating the contract before I start helping them. Thank you.
All right. So the design and the setup, is this behind the scenes stuff that you're generally working with on somebody's website, or is
Yes, basically the term is coder. I'm a coder.
Okay.
Have you heard that term before?
Yes.
I'm a coder. Yes.
Okay.
It's whenever you're booting up your register, you're booting up your computer and you see all these lines, the screen is black, you see all these white lines and stuff you don't understand. That's code. I'm a coder. So each situation is different. Some of it's simple stuff. Some of it's not so simple. So when I meet the client, we discuss how simple it's not. Of course, something that takes more time for me, it's gonna have to cost a little more because it takes my time. So it depends on the situation. So.
Understood. Any other questions for Will?
I don't have a question. I will just tell you guys that I encourage everybody all the time to do one-to-ones anyway, but I've known sorry, Will. I was going to say I've known Webb. I have not known Webb. I've known Will on the web for years. He's been around a long time. This is not something he's doing today because last week he, decided to do it. He's been doing this for years. And so I would really, and I think this is the first time, Will, I've ever heard all the different things that you've done or
That's because over the years it's increased a little.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm a little more experienced now, so I can do a little more than I did in the past.
Yeah, I'm very impressed. I really I hope that doesn't sound like because I'm very curious about some of this stuff, Dawn, Nancy. Ladies, I would have said, a year or two ago, boy, I wish I knew somebody who did that. Now we have some of those things added to our website, but it would be, we'll just know that it's something you and I need to sit down, chat about some of our stuff too. Because I have looked at some things for our own TTR networking website, and short of, I was almost going to make a whole new website about 3 months ago and realistically, that was kind of crazy. But now that I go to our website, I'm like, well, I think it kind of works, but there'll probably be some things that you could potentially help us with. But anyway, I'm just saying to the whole group here, you know, it's worth sitting down, chatting with Will on the web, and I'm sure he'll do a in-person meeting too if you want. But it's just because I didn't realize all the things that he can do. So
Yeah,
that's
and I've got a couple tricks for you guys. First, when you see someone's information or the business card or the information they give, you know, in a chat or the Zoom call, if they don't have if they don't show a website right away, then ask them, how come I don't see, how come you don't have a website listed right next to your phone number? See, if they don't have that, then maybe they need to get one.
okay.
Also, if maybe we go to a website, if you see a website that doesn't look, you know, like updated with most recent stuff, then that's obviously something I can help them with. I update websites, so look out for that too.
How
Thank you.
how frequently should a website be updated for someone to get an idea of, oh, this
Okay,
is
I'd
active
say
and relevant?
first off, if you have any like newsletter or blog, that should be updated like every day, obviously. But then if it's just a website information, it can you would have to update it every few months or 6 months if the information is still accurate. If your information is not accurate, definitely update it ASAP. I mean, because people, you don't want anyone going to your website and seeing information that's not updated. That's really bad. So
Okay. I've got a travel agency, and my website resides on my host agency's site. And they're supposed to be populating it with travel specials every now and then. And that's what clients would see, I think, that would give them an idea of if this is current or not, because I haven't changed any of my information on that site. So I was just wondering if there is, you know, something, some hint or something that gives a viewer an idea of, you know, how fresh
Yes.
is this website information?
Yes. Hold on just a moment here. Okay, I've got a, I guess I'll tell you one of my secrets. Okay, go to a website, okay, scroll all the way down to the very bottom. Look at the copyright notice. If the copyright does not say 2023, then it's not, either it's not updated or not programmed correctly.
Okay.
So that's another thing you can look out for. And basically, the easiest thing to check out if someone gives you their phone number and their contact information and doesn't include a website, that's obviously something missing from that picture right there. So it's all good.
Awesome.
You know, I don't even know if I'm sorry, we've got a very loud child in background here. I don't even know that a good part of our people do a website. You know what I mean? Are you saying that they should have their own website, or should they be putting a website that you can find more information on them? Like Robert might put down, you know, his banking website. I don't know. I didn't see what you put in the chat, Robert. So I'm not pointing you out, but I'm just saying, is that what you're saying? What website should it be?
It's basically whatever does the job. If you have a company that you're an agent for, and they have their website, you basically have a page on their website that's basically your website, but they create for you. There's not much I could do because they do the updates. Just make sure your information is accurate. And if anything that the company provides is not accurate, you just got to contact your company. I program a website that you own. I set you with your own hosting account. You mean if you guys are familiar with the term GoDaddy?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GoDaddy.
See, that's where you go to get your own hosting account, and that's good because you can get domain names. Like, let's say you have send out cards, you know, Send Out Cards has a page that's it's your website, but they control they they set it up. You know how Send Out Cards is. I could create a custom domain name that links to that, so it kind of seems like it's your website. Something like that. So it's different less stuff you could do. I can create the little QR codes. You can create that. There's different types of QR codes. There's some that go to one website, and there's others you can actually change what website it goes to. So you don't have to reprint if it's on a business card, you don't have to reprint the QR code because it could dynamically change to a different website just by programming. So it's lots different options. It's a lot. So, and I'm just,
Yeah, I'm sorry, Will, you said something about helping people who are maybe older, that's got to be a wide open opportunity right there. Have you ever thought about have you ever gone to like a retirement community and offered to do that? I mean, that could be, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
get connections, but they come to me sometimes. So
right, sure.
It works both ways. Yeah.
Can I really quick say, Dawn, do you know, or Nancy, do you know, Jan, who's Jan? Does the logos and stuff?
Yes,
Will?
Jan McDougal.
Yeah.
Jan McDougal, you guys know Jan? Okay, so Will and Jan, I think, are referral part. They help each other.
Yeah, we've done a few projects together.
Yeah.
We work together sometimes on a project. She's a real godsend. She really helps me out, and I help her out.
I hope that's okay, Will, that I said that, but I know that
It's
you.
excellent.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Thank
excellent.
you.
Yeah.
Just wanted to throw
thank
that
you.
out. You're welcome. Thank you. Glad you're here.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Will. Do we have any other questions for Will? All righty. Robert Haley, you're up. Are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
Yeah, sorry about that. Had a little IT issues. Yep. Robert Haley with Old National Bank, community development mortgage loan officer with Old National Bank. We focus mostly on low to moderate income folks, but we do a full suite of loan products to every client out there. Would be from a jumbo loan to a FHA loan or conventional loan itself. I've been doing this over 25 years, give you wealth from knowledge. And that's it. My goal is a holistic approach to every client out there to help them to become homeowners. I have, again, like I said, focus on the low to moderate income, those folks that's first-time home buyers or those who may be renting, looking to buy a home. I do have money to assist them with their money, although I can do loans in all 50 states, but I focus mainly here in Indianapolis, Indiana, in Marion County specifically, where my money can definitely do that person some justice itself. One of the uniqueness about our product, we have a portfolio product would allow us to be able to go down to a 600 credit score with a manual underwrite with that client. And depends on the census tract they may live in, I can have a 23% of their purchase price money for them, with up to $5,000, up to $9,000. It depends on where they may be there. Again, Robert Haley, Old National Bank, looking in any referral partners, anyone that's anyone, because everyone is a potential home buyer.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Thanks so much, Robert. Do we have any questions for Robert Haley tonight with Old National Bank? All righty. Thanks again, Robert. Much appreciated.
You're welcome.
Let's see. At the top of things, I mentioned my name is Dawn Evans Casey. My company is Spa Travel, which is a full service travel agency. I love to offer my clients the relaxed adventure, the ability to just share with me what it is that they're looking for in a travel experience. I want to find out what's going to make it enjoyable and memorable, and using my knowledge and being a certified travel planner, I pull together some proposals, share that with my client, go ahead and book what they desire. And I also continue to be an advocate on the behalf of my travelers. If they are at the airport and flights are canceled or delayed, or their destination resort isn't quite what they expected, their room isn't what they wanted, double instead of a king suite. Those are the types of things they can give me a call. I contact the vendor and iron things out. The vendors love working with me because, of course, they want me to bring them more business. My clients love working with me because I save them time, I save them money, and I take the stress off of their shoulders. So I myself love traveling, enjoy getting out and around, and want to share the knowledge of the travel experience with others. So if you're looking to travel in 2023, either by yourself, in a group, with your family, etc., I cover everything from hotel reservations, car rentals, cruises, destination rail, girlfriend getaways, guys golf trips, want to go around the world, safari or Dubai or somewhere exotic. I would be more than happy to help. Again, my name is Dawn Evans Casey and my company is Spa Travel. Does anyone have any travel related questions tonight that I might be able to assist with? Nope. All right. Well, I don't know if I mentioned at the top of the call, we have a monthly theme within our networking groups amongst TTR networking. I think Jennifer mentioned it. And for the month of January, our theme is joining. So a little bit of professional development. We wanted to talk about the joining experience. Whether you network in other groups, we certainly would love to have you to be a part of ours. What is it that you consider, that you think about in joining a networking group? Last week, I had the opportunity to share a list of reasons to join Collaborating Connections with Nancy and Jennifer and Robert. And I think I might have sent it to you, Stacy, as well. If you all had an opportunity to kind of flip through that list, is there anything that you'd like to add? And I think we'll talk about some of the items listed therein just amongst ourselves. Let me see, let me open that up. What are you looking for in a business networking experience?
Well, it's.
What's that?
Darn it. Oh, I didn't know if I took my mute off, sorry. I can't tell on my phone what's going on. Well, this I've been sharing it with everybody because we want members and guests to have input here. Definitely, I mean, the relationship number one on your list, relationships and friendships. And I think I don't want anybody to ever think that we started this because there was nothing else good out there. But believe me, there's all kinds of organizations as far as networking, and there are new ones popping up all the time. And but I do think one of the things that our first group that still meets on Wednesday mornings at 8:15 now on Zoom. We used to meet at the Jim Dandy in Noblesville, and they treated us so well. And if anybody's ever been to the Jim Dandy in Noblesville, it's a nice, little community restaurant that was part of it, but it was just, we got to really know each other. We really got to know each other. We knew when people were going through hard times and good times, when their kids were traveling, or, struggling or whatever. And that friendship, it is so important. And I mentioned it in here. I talked to a guy a week or two ago, week and a half, whatever, that thought we were BNI. He just thought we looked like on paper we were BNI. So I was not offended, but I was setting Dawn, even we had a conversation over, you just need to tell him exactly why we are not BNI. How we're different. If somebody's never been to a BNI, they don't know. But if you go to a BNI, you're either completely enchanted with it or you are disgusted by it or something like that. You either love it or you hate it, and there's reasons for both. There's a lot of business that gets done through BNI, but is it, I could tell you the BNI I was in many, many, many moons ago when I was an insurance agent, there were people in that group I would never refer to anyone. I mean, it didn't matter, but they expect that if you're in that group, they're never going to know if you have if I have a drone lead, they're not going to know if I don't tell them, but if I didn't like CB, I don't care if he's the best, drone taker and what I mean? It doesn't matter. That's number one, is you got to be able to trust that and it's just like I did with Nancy, I knew that if I sent this guy to her, she was going to take care of him. Might not have been the answer he wanted, or the things that, because he's got some stuff. We all know insurance doesn't pay if you didn't have it, or you had something didn't cover it. Nancy can't miraculously, magically take a magic wand, make it happen, but she can definitely help him walk down that path a little bit differently, and maybe, connect him with some people. So anyway, I would say the relationship for me is definitely friendships. Relationships are not always necessarily good, but you have to have something in place before you can just refer people. CB has been kind of through the grapevine. He's been a friend of our network for a year and a half, whatever your wife's, but is it more than that? I don't know. Shorter than that. But you know what?
It's probably been 2 or 3 years.
Has it been that long? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Time flies. We're having fun, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's just a
Party
good thing.
on.
Party
It's a good-
on.
Yeah, but that's, really, I do not, or what I'm saying, I get on these calls and I am like, I can be extremely tired before I get on. But by the time it's over, I'm just flying, it's just but that's what I think, if you've got good relationships, good people, it has something to do with the energy flows there, Stevie. I do know it's a positive. It rises, it makes you feel better. So I don't know if that's exactly what you asked, Dawn, but that's my number one thing. And sometimes, we give people a couple visits. You can't really know if a group's going to work for you. You visit once or twice, but you do have to give yourself a little bit of, and sometimes you come back. Nancy disappeared for a while and came back.
Oh, yeah.
She came back. It's kind of cool. But anyway.
Beyond that, Jennifer, what you were mentioning, you get a couple of visits where we can do this Zoom call environment and find out about each other. But like you mentioned earlier, we're always encouraging the follow-up. Of the people on the call, there's an opportunity here to have a half dozen follow-up one-on-ones to find out more, to engage a little bit better, to understand what they're looking for, communicate what you're looking for. And you never know, you may find some similarities, some synergies, some wonderful little things, that you all are connected on another level that's not just, your business right now. So I love that. That's why I did relationship/friendship, because you have an opportunity to really blossom these connections into more. Yes. Oh, okay. See ya, Stacy. All right. But CB, I want to ask you, what is it that you're looking for in a professional networking environment?
This is going to be kind of a strange one.
Yeah.
I'm looking for my consistency. I am looking for being able to consistently be with the group.
Yeah.
Because as you guys know, my wife is a really good regular. I'm not.
So CB, what are you, I was gonna say that as long as you're bringing it, what connections do you need? I mean, we could all potentially be your client, but who is a strategic partner that could open a door? You were talking about the Fishers group, that you got the financial, and I know you got Amy, and you got Cindy, no, Cindy.
Yeah.
Candy, not Cindy, Candy. I was trying to think, but who do you think will who will be the connect? What is your, with the drum, what is your main, who do you think would be a really good strategic partner? You know what I mean?
With the drones, realtors is the first one.
Okay.
Because property.
Okay, so real.
And then from there, property owners, property managers. So if you have if you are part of a group that manages large properties, for example, if you run a HOA, you may want some aerial images of the property. And obviously we're talking possibly acres and acres of images. Depending upon how large the property is, apartment complexes, condominium complexes, offices, anything that basically deals with real estate, really is my area. So those people that are looking for high resolution, good quality images of their property, that's where the drone work really is. So
just what my thought is. So realtors, I will tell you, if you've never connected with Robert, now Robert Haley's lovely, he's a good guy, but I'm talking about Robert Bonjour, because Robert, I think maybe you ladies know, or maybe Robert Haley might know. I think Robert Bonjour is a member of like the apartment association or something. And I don't know, but I'm saying anybody who's got anything that they're selling on properties, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like he's like HOAs, I think are one of the people that are part of some of his groups. And they're very connected to, does that sound right, ladies? I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. I think but they're always looking nonprofit wise, but they're looking at I know there's an organization he's part of that's a nonprofit thing that has to do with like apartments, but it's not just apartments. It's like but anyway, so that's kind of out there, but I know that Robert talks about it. I don't know if Robert Haley may even have an organization like that or two that he would be aware of. I don't know. But when you say that helps, because like we all know, well, yeah, you're sitting here thinking, okay, who would have, I'm talking about Nancy now, who would have 2 employees or 1 employee? And then if she starts giving us, how do we find those people? What are they part of? Are they part of a group? Who are they, you know what I mean? It helps when we get that connection idea. And the drone photography, I'll tell you, we had a Tom Cooper with Berkshire Hathaway was a realtor, but he started doing drone photography and he got so busy, he was rarely doing real estate. But he had that connection in the door to realtors because he was a licensed realtor. So there's a lot of ways you could look at that. If you found somebody that had a team, of real estate, I mean, that's another thing, find a team of realtors. Most of our groups do have realtors. Right now, we actually have a realtor, but I think he's working in the commercial end. He kind of disappeared off the planet,
I
but
don't know. He was, I think he was showing a residential property this past weekend that I posted for him. So
He was
we'll,
posting it for a friend. It
Okay.
wasn't, he was just hosting it.
okay. So, but yeah, we can definitely make that connection for you and make that warm introduction for you, CV.
But you're and you're talking about consistency. You want a reason to be consistent? Is that what or you want us to keep you accountable?
Yeah, accountability. I need the discipline to make sure I show up with my crazy red-haired lady.
Yeah.
And all the stuff that goes on. Sometimes work gets messed up, so I'm stuck at work. So sometimes that messes me up. Sometimes the kids have needs that I can't foresee, know, whatever. So then, I miss, and that's a hard one there. And it's just having that week in, week out, I'm here type consistency.
Well, I will tell you, CV, we're pretty much here every week unless it's a holiday, where, and we communicate that ahead of time. But we're not as stringent as some other networking groups in that, you can miss.
Yeah.
We know all of us have our own lives and things going on. And there are times when we're doing business or attending to our families and the schedule doesn't accommodate. And we understand that. But expect that we're also going to follow up with you and say, hey, is everything okay, CV?
Yeah.
We missed you at the meeting. Please make sure to check out the
Where'd you go?
recording. And is there anything we can help you with right now?
Yeah.
So we stay connected. And just like the thought that I shared at the beginning of the call, about dreams without goals, just fueling disappointment, the commitment and the consistency is important. That we've been around for more than 5 years now as a networking group, that I've had the opportunity to engage with a bunch of folks. I absolutely love this. So the consistency is there, but I understand how that can be an important draw for
Well, and that's part of the relationship building too, is that we understand what your life is. You guys you guys got your hands full there, but we all do. And I'm not saying that we still hope that you're going to be able to show up for the majority of the calls, or you're going to, let Dawn know, hey, I'm sorry, I can't be on tonight, but it used to be, or I think if you go to a BNI, and you can show this on, if somebody with BNI comes back and gets mad at me, I don't care. But the reality is, it's more about, you're not at the meeting. Okay. Too bad, you get 2 misses, you're out. The deal is, if Nancy's not on this call, or CB or Robert, or, if somebody's not on here, I'm certainly worried about them. I'm not really sitting here saying, where are they? I'm saying, oh my gosh, I hope they're not in a ditch. Are they healthy? That's what I guess we hope it'll end up being. This group has actually struggled. Robert's been very committed. Nancy's been committed. Dawn's been committed. I am not saying anybody that left wasn't committed. Stacy, we haven't seen for a number of weeks, and I'm glad she came back, because I kind of worried about her. I know her mom has been ill. But this group really struck. I mean, we had a gentleman die, one of the members died a couple of years ago. And that's a whole different thing. I don't know how Dawn did it. I mean, she did it. And that was before pandemic world. But you continued to forge ahead with and it's just getting on every week. And, Nancy might have a story to tell us about her birds, you know? I mean, she has a whole life that we have not heard about tonight, you know, and that just opens up. Anyway, I think you guys all know that. I would just say consistency. I hope that these groups are going to help people. Dawn is awesome about reminding people, about sending messages, just saying, you know, we hope you can be on. She posts things on the Collaborating Connections. And I don't remember how many people did you say were on there now? You've got a lot of people that are checking it out, even though they might not be on this call, you know.
Mhm.
It's pretty awesome.
I don't know how many, but we're
That,
looking to increase our numbers all the time.
well, I think that, yeah, I feel the potential is really good. There's a lot of people looking. And I would, you know, I know Will jumped off. I sprung it on him kind of late, but I'll tell you, Will, I think could be he needs a group. He needs a group. And I think a group like this would be good for his schedule. He, you know, and I don't know, CB, is an evening group better for you than an early, obviously, right? Because you're still doing the full time until you can.
The hope and goal will be in the next 2 to 3 months to walk away from Valvoline.
Oh, good for you. All right.
Woo-hoo.
So in 2 weeks, I'm actually down in Nashville, Tennessee at the largest photographers convention in North America. So I'm off to that, taking Ariana, Catherine's daughter, with me. She won Best in Show and first place at the state fair 2 years ago. And so she's going down to work and learn on fashion photography, and I'm going down to work on the business side of stuff. So
Well,
we're excited.
Yeah, I think we need this energy in our group here, ladies. What do you, gentlemen? Robert, what do you think? I think Robert's having problems, but that's exciting. We'll be happy to hear what's going on with that. That's very cool. I know you have your hands full with all kinds of things. You got to be really thrilled about that. That's exciting.
It's going to be amazing. So it's 5 days. We're taking about a dozen different classes on stuff. So over the time, so the nice thing is we'll actually have live models to actually photograph. So when you're doing some of the classes, they'll actually have opportunities to work with what you're learning while you're in the class. So that's really handy as well.
That's cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome, you know, when people take time for their own professional development, to learn more, to practice their skills and increase their skills. You know, it's all a part of being in business for
Yeah.
yourself, or you know, part of what we do, reinvesting in ourselves. And the professional development is another important aspect, I think, of,
Yeah.
the
Very
professional
true.
networking. Good. Hey, Nancy, you saw the list. What are your thoughts? What reasons can you resonate with, or is there something that you saw that we neglected to include?
Oh, you got it mostly covered. I like you learn the couple things you learn: public speaking, you know, you're telling everybody what you do week after week. It's an act, you know, and you modify for the group you're presenting to. Personal growth, leadership development. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that makes sense. Education. I know even if nothing is happening, Dawn, you end up giving us lists of stuff. You know, you do that research and you're giving us this stuff, and it's like I'm writing it down. It's like, wow, I didn't know this, or I didn't realize it. But every week I walk away with these notes. And if nothing else, it's from what you've presented after you've done research online and stuff. You know, it helps. It really does.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that.
I would think you would be against, Dawn. I know it's about time to close here, but I know a lot of our groups are getting back to the kind of the basics of our groups. Yes, we do presentations. Dawn is is happy to lead the group, but I think it's really important that all of our members get a chance to share. And it may not be, Dawn is a genealogy whiz, she might not decide to talk about travel. She might decide to talk about genealogy for a night, not for the whole night, but it's education. And that's what, we all walk away. It's funny. I was on a call this morning and they were, one of our members was talking about deductibles on her, she's a home or she's a insurance agent. And I was sitting there thinking, does anybody want that? And everybody was jotting down all kinds of notes. And I'm like, they really were eating it up. And it wasn't like it wasn't a play or an act. It was like, we all have things we can share. People, just because you think Nancy, you're an insurance person, you can probably understand that. But sometimes we get so, like nobody wants to hear about that, but people want to hear about that. They want to know. And that's going to be that moment. You're going to share something that's going to open up somebody else's. They're going to say, oh my gosh, I didn't know that. I've got to talk to Nancy, or I got to talk to CD.
Absolutely.
Or that's exactly what it's about. So the education end of it, I think you can't even put a price tag on that. Not that we're so awesome. It's just that everybody's awesome. And you bring it to the table every week. And I know you care about people, so you share it,
But I will say it out loud right now. If anybody has something, a topic that they want to share, please,
yes,
shoot me a text, tap me, send me an email, and let's get that scheduled, because, we are all subject matter experts in something that somebody else may not be an expert in. So let's share
Exactly.
that knowledge. Let's
Yeah.
make sure that we get that done.
You can put it out on your Facebook page. You just never know who that might also open the door. Oh, they're doing that tonight. I'd love them to jump on there. So, and you can invite people, they don't have to be members. They can come and hear a presentation. I really didn't know she was going to talk about deductibles on home and auto, but she did. And like I said, they were really intrigued. And I'm like, really? But they were really excited about it. So, but it doesn't have to be deductibles. It can be something really cool that you're just excited about.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, Robert Haley, are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right. Did you have a chance to take a look at that listing? Is there anything that that you want to contribute, add, or edit?
No, I think you're good there.
Okay.
and CB, I would invite you to come back, because Robert is being very quiet tonight, but Robert is like unbelievable when it comes to some of this relationship networking, business building stuff. So if any, he's been really quiet because I know he's having technical issues there a little bit, but every time I get on this call, I hear from usually Nancy, Dawn, and Robert. They're sharing these golden nuggets that I take away. I'm not pretending I don't. I tell Dawn all the time, I'm using this stuff because you guys, you're a wealth. So, but anyway, Robert's being quiet. I just wanted you to know he's a gold mine.
All righty. Well, I think that time-wise, we're going to wrap it up. If there are any, I'm going to open the floor if there are any last-minute comments. Anybody? All righty. Well, I just want to say thank you again for being with us tonight and sharing about you and your business. Go forward for the rest of the week. I hope the weather stays nice for January so that we can enjoy a little bit, but have a very productive and safe rest of the week. And we'll look forward to seeing you again, perhaps next week. Take care,
Yes.
everyone.
Good meeting. Good to see everybody. Be safe
Bye.
out there.
Take care.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Stay.
Bye.
Bye.